This build guide for Drifter is going to teach you how to be the most overpowered carry in the entire game out of all of the characters. This is how to be the most OP for a gun carry. Now, Drifter also can fast farm and be a roaming ganker jungler. So, this guide is comprised into 3 parts. The first part is the items and the skill order, how and why they are mathematically the best. Secondly is how Drifter and his abilities and items work. And finally, a full game example with live commentary telling you exactly what I'm thinking as I'm playing, what I'm worried about, what I'm working towards, and why I'm doing the things I'm doing. With that said, let's get into it. Now, before I go into the build, let me show you how to get it on your own game client. Go to Build Browser, go to the public tab here, type in the word Swole into the search box. You'll see Swole Benji YT Op Carry Fast Farm Roaming Ganker. That's overpowered OP. Click the heart icon, it'll now be under My Builds, click Use Selected Build, then go up here and make sure you have Q Build selected, Auto Cube Selected Build at Game Start, and Auto Buy Items when within range of the shop. So what happens is as you play and you gain souls, this box will light up letting you know, hey, you can afford to buy the next item. And then when you get near the item shop, it will buy it automatically for you. Now, if you cannot find the build for some reason, go to your settings, go to language, go to alternate hero build language and select English. It should pop up then, but if it still doesn't, the build ID is 510560. With that said, let's get into these items. Starting off, in most matchups, Drifter is very, very damaging early on, and we're going to build around that. So, Extended Magazine lets you hold left click longer on enemies, secure and steal souls. It also gives you some damage. Close Quarters, now after the March 6th patch, works alongside the physical damage part of Rend and gives you more damage. This also is necessary for faster jungling early on. We will not be upgrading this. Next up, we go Extra Stamina because we need to be dashing in while using Rend and dashing away if we get caught with our pants down. Extra Health for those health breakpoints and just bonus survivability. Extra Spirit is going to boost our Rend damage just enough to where we need it. Sprint Boots for mobility and more tankiness. Rapid Rounds into Titanic Magazine for more fire rate, more ammo. This lets us fully engage harder and not have to reload mid-fight. This will allow us to secure kills, but it also lets us jungle much more efficiently. Quicksilver Reload will be put on your Stalker's Mark ability, which may not make sense since that is kind of your opener, but you will be using Stalker's Mark in the jungle to fully reload if you need to. And right now, we mainly do it for the damage and fire rate on teleport, which sadly was nerfed. This used to give fire rate, it no longer does. Swift Striker into Kinetic Dash. This is going to allow us to chase and shoot much more faster. When you have both of these, you're going to be hitting so fast. You're just going to chew through everything. Drifter naturally hits very hard, especially when you start building up kills with your permanent weapon damage on isolated hero deaths, which now applies to your ultimate as well, which is really nice. After this, by the time you get these items, the laning phase is over. It's time to jungle, roam, and gank. The very first buy we're getting is Ricochet. You may be thinking, why are we getting Ricochet? What the hell? And the way Ricochet does not entirely work on Drifter the way it works on other heroes, you have to hit the center pellet of your shot. So you have 3 shots whenever you swipe. The middle one is the one that gets ricocheted, okay? So keep that in mind. But what this does allow you to do is hit multiple jungle creeps a little bit more than you should. But the reason we get Ricochet is the fire rate. Fire rate is king on Drifter. Drifter thrives on fire rate. He does not have, like, his breakpoints are different than other characters, and he doesn't seem to have a limit. Alright, now Vampiric Burst is also for the fire rate, the lifesteal, the bonus ammo. This is how you're going to just chew someone from 100 to 0 without ever having to reload. But also this makes you tanky, it's an all-arounder amazing item. This also allows you to do heavy jungle camps insanely fast. But Ricochet is mandatory for clearing mid to late giant wave clears if there's a bunch of minions piled up in a lane. You don't really have an AoE wave clear, and so Ricochet is necessary. Even though Drifter is a natural counter to Graves, Ricochet only helps in that regard. You deal more damage in team fights, but again, just the fire rate alone is worth it, even if it didn't Ricochet, just the fire rate. I'm not joking. Surge of Power is going to give you that fire rate. The ability power does not matter at this point, who cares? The movement speed, allowing you to move at full speed while attacking, lets you just secure all the kills, okay? Enduring speed into fortitude is going to let you jungle faster and roam and gank much faster. Burst fire is another chase item. Whenever you're hitting enemy heroes, you're gaining a lot more fire rate, and you're going to have increased move speed, which will not be slowed because of surge of power. And so, no one's escaping you at this point, if they aren't already. Not even Amina or anyone who's hyper-evasive. Now, glass cannon is damage. Also, when you start getting kills, it is massive amounts of fire rate. The minus 15 max HP kind of sucks, but we're going to make up for that later, so don't worry too much about it. Spiritual Overflow for that fire rate. Now, this used to give cooldown reduction, but we didn't need that. The ability duration is really nice for Stalker's Mark, for your ultimate, for a whole lot of things. But you normally precast your ultimate anyway before you go in, so it won't really be used for that. Mercurial Magnum is more damage, fire rate. It also, in a very long engagement against a tank or someone hyper-evasive, when you pop Vampiric Burst and you have everything chugging along, you will run out of ammo, but with this, you will run out of ammo at the exact same time that your Stalker's Mark comes off cooldown, allowing you to get another full stack of ammo to continue the fight. Armor-piercing rounds will let you kill so many things. It lets you kill Cheat Death. It lets you kill petrified targets from Viper. It lets you kill hyper-defensive mega tanks. Alright, this thing absolutely slaps. And it's just nice. It says 8% weapon damage, but because it's a 6400 item, it does boost your damage more than that. The bullet velocity, who cares? But it is a 50% chance to ignore defense, which is, it's the only way to kill tanks on Drifter. You have to have this. Lucky Shot is more ammo and more damage. Colossus, we're going to be selling some items for these, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Now, you're going to be selling Kinetic Dash, Swift Striker, and Fortitude, in that order. Also, you can sell Close Quarters on this kind of row if you need item slots, but when you get Colossus, when you engage someone with Stalker's Mark and teleport near them, you will now slow them by 30% when you activate this. It gives you a ton of health. It makes up for that missing health from Glass Cannon, so that you can't be, like, insta-gibbed by other carries. And which you shouldn't anyway. You should be smelling them with Bloodscent, and you should be Eternal Knighting them, so that you always get the engagement on them anyway. But this is going to give you a bunch of resistance to help you survive the super late game, and combine it with your lifesteal. Unless they have ways to shut off your lifesteal, you're never going to die in a 1v1 engagement, unless your aim really sucks. Finally, Juggernaut is just extra money to spend. It's just an upgrade from Enduring Speed. It does slow fire rate on enemies, making you a better duelist. It also lowers the slowing rate. You might be slowed from, say, like a Celeste Ball or something. And they always build slow on those characters, but you get what I'm saying. It's just all around helpful. That's why it's the last thing we buy. It's not super necessary. For your skill order, you're going to learn Rend first, into Stalker's Mark, into Bloodscent, into your ultimate. You're going to upgrade Rend all the way first. Then you're going to upgrade Stalker's Mark all the way first. Then you're going to upgrade Bloodscent all the way, and then you're going to upgrade your ultimate last. The ultimate, you don't need to level it. You just pop it before you go murder someone. That way you get that permanent buff. It counts them as isolated. Again, you don't need the sprint speed from this. You don't need the cooldown reduction. You don't need the extra targets or duration. Everything else on our upgrades are way more useful. With that said, now let me explain how Drifter works. Drifter's weapon is called the Crimson Grasp, and it says it's a close-range weapon, which it kind of is. It has, besides having damage fall off, if you are too far, you cannot hit a target at all. So it's not quite melee, but like you can see here, I'm not even hitting this until I get around here, right? So, but that's fine. It just means that you can't snipe, you can't secure souls from super far away. You're gonna have to get a little bit closer, right? Like even right now, I'm still too far. Okay, so there we go. Now the thing about this weapon is it deals a lot of freaking damage. It just deals so much damage. Now it is listed as spread shot, but the spread shot is as follows. The cursor, think of it like a big X. Ignore these white lines on the side, okay? So whenever you fire with your right hand, you will make this diagonal slash kind of bullet pattern here. You can see it like this. If you hold down and you'll use your other arm and you make an X pattern like that. And you'll notice it's not even, right? Even if I hold the mouse completely still, there's no bullet, there's no like bullet lift or recoil. But you'll see that this is the actual splash pattern. I'll do it on the hidden eye thingy here. There we go. That is our splash pattern. And yeah, it's pretty big, it's pretty wide, even from far away. You can, well, that doesn't show bullet holes, so let's try on the brick wall here so you can get a better example. So there you go. Whenever you look at our cursor or our aiming reticule and the bullets on the wall, it does match the X and the corners, kind of. But what this means is that this is one of the easiest weapons to hit in the damn game. Drifter, like, dude, just make sure that the enemy is horizontally within the lines, and you will mostly hit. Now, there is, you know, like I said, it is an X shape, so this would hit, but this second hit will not. So you can see hit, miss, hit. I'm sorry, hold on. Let's reload. So hit, miss, okay? So obviously, you want to make sure that, like, don't use your brain power to think about, okay, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Don't worry about it. Just, as long as their body is centered on your cursor, you're not missing this, okay? Like, you can still be pretty wild with it, right? It is not like a holiday where you have to be pinpoint accurate. You can absolutely chunk enemies, and also you can hit heads. This is a very easy to headshot character, for the most part. But generally, middle and late game, you're not going to be fighting, like, from a distance. You're going to be fighting right behind them, like this. And so as long as you just have your cursor pointed at their neck, like a true vampire, right? I'm pretty sure this guy's a vampire. I don't know the lore. I didn't research it, but you can see, like, these are all headshot. Like, I'm aiming at the chest now, or the back. Okay, that's body shot, headshot, headshot. You can see it. Body, body, head, head. Yeah, so, again, it's very easy to headshot with this guy, okay? Now, if you're really bad at aiming, you can always aim at the butt or the legs or whatever. It doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is that Drifter is the easiest carry in the game to shoot people with. Alright? The easiest, okay? And, yeah, his weapon, it deals tremendous damage. Now, it does not crit bonus as good, though we still buy Lucky Shot anyway. I want to point this out. Lucky Shot is not as useful on this character as it is others, but it is still the highest damage item that we could possibly buy to maximize our damage, especially the plus 30 ammo, very nice. Okay, but regardless, other than that, the bullet velocity is nice. It's very easy to get kill steals and secures. Now, in very high Archon and even Eternus, I haven't played Drifter too much in Eternus, on a Smurf account. Not this account, not the Swole Benji account. The Swole Benji account is a trolling Smurf griefer account. Do not bother, don't worry about its rank. I'm trying to de-rank it, okay? I'm trying to. It's a struggle. But I have multiple accounts, and I have a tank account in Archon, I have a healer account in Eternus, I have a carry account in Eternus, I'm working on an assassin account that's currently also in Archon. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to get at is that this weapon is S tier. It's easily S tier. It's amazing. It's great. Let's go over the skills now. Your first ability is called Rend, and this deals damage. It deals melee damage. If you're close enough, 8 meters is the range. And as you level it, you'll deal more damage, have higher faster cooldown reduction, and it silences enemies for 2.3 seconds if you're close. This used to give lifesteal. Now, I'm going to tell you, we're going to be using this early game, and mid-game, we're mostly using this for jungle and lane harass. But mid-late game, we do not ever use this ever again. It is a DPS loss. There is no point to silence the enemy if we are close when we can just deal a ton of damage and kill them instead. So, the way you can generally do this is as follows. It has a cone of range. Let me go ahead and turn off the cooldowns. You can see that the cone of range, when we're at max range, we only deal spirit damage. But when we are within 8 meters, we deal physical damage and spirit damage, so it does deal more damage. So, early game, you want to be in people's faces, and this is better than just regularly shooting at them. Now, the only time late game you might ever use this is if you are in the middle of a reload, and you do not have Stalker's Mark to use your Quicksilver reload to get more ammo. Other than that, you never use it mid-late game. It's a pure DPS loss, but there's a few tricks you can do. Whenever you're in the air, you kind of float for a bit as you channel and cast it. So that means you could, like say you're in the lane, and you've got someone pushed to their base. That means you can kind of, like, hop up like this, claw them, and then get back into cover. Lots of little quirky things like that. But instead of just running at someone and then pushing your ability to attack them, what you should do is do a dash or a dash jump if you have the stamina, to be able to have momentum while you slide into them while you're casting. So this is just a dash cast. You'll notice that as I'm casting it, I'm still moving forward while the channel goes off. Alright, and if you dash jump, then you're moving forward even faster, and you're definitely going to land it and get right in their face. Another thing, too, is if you land a Stalker's Mark, well, that teleports you nearby, and then you could open with this. Though mid-late game, even though it does silence, you just want to shoot them. You just want to left-click them and kill them, alright? 2.3 seconds, they're going to be dead in 2.3 seconds, okay? So just whatever. But other than that, there's not much more to say about Rend. It's nice early on, and it's really good for jungle. When you are jungling with it, you want to open with it in the jungle and try to hit all the minions with the, the attack cone, I suppose. Then, as you're attacking and reloading, while you're reloading, you would cast it again. So, that's pretty much it for Rend. It's pretty simple to use. It's not too hard to figure out. Stalker's Mark is your second ability. You throw this out, it's just a missile attack, and it will deal damage over time. As you level it up, it will lower bullet resistance. It has less cooldown, longer duration. It will increase the bleed, and minus healing reduction, which is whatever. It just means that if someone has lifesteal and tries to turn and fight you, well, they're going to lose anyway. So, the thing with this is our initiator. This is our big buffer with our build. It's going to give us Surge of Power, Mercurial Magnum. Everything is popping whenever we do this. So generally, the combo is we're going to ult first to find targets and make them vulnerable. We're then going to Stalker's Mark, teleport, and just hold left click until they're dead. It's not really that hard to play Drifter, but with Stalker's Mark, this lets you chase people that you otherwise would never be able to chase. And it has a fairly low cooldown. So whenever I land a Stalker's Mark and teleport, well, for 10 more seconds, it's gonna, be a bit. But by the time I'm fighting and by the time they're getting away, when they're far away, as they're running, you can land another one and then teleport right back next to them again. And so you can teleport at any distance. If they get on the rails and leave, you can teleport to them. If they're a doorman and they go through a door. If they are a Mina and they go over the roof. If they're a Wraith and they go over the roof. It doesn't matter. You teleport to them. You don't need line of sight or anything. So, yeah, this is an absolutely goated super ability. You just have to land it. But the cool thing is, let's say you miss, like, oops, I missed. The cooldown's very short, so you can just reinitiate again. And whenever enemies are blind, they're not going to actively know that you're throwing this at them. They can't see you throw this at them, right? They can't see you at all, so, well, unless you're close. But if you're close, you're already just going to chew them up anyway. But you can also delay the teleport. You can just sit here and wait and wait and wait and then teleport. And the cooldown is still ticking even if you haven't teleported, which is absolutely broken in my opinion. They might nerf that one day, maybe. But yeah, you hit them with it. If you're already close, you can start combat. Whenever they run away from you, you can then teleport to them and continue combat. It's absolutely nuts. It's absolutely wild. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Stalker's Mark. It's a really good early game harass ability. Now, when we're doing jungle, we'll be using this to reload with Quicksilver Reload. But late game, we'll have enough ammo capacity that right when this comes off cooldown, we can get a full reload off of it to continue the engagement. Bloodscent is your third ability, and what this does is isolated heroes will have a heartbeat. You can kind of hear it right now. And the closer you are, the more you can hear it, obviously. So if an enemy's around the corner and you start hearing stuff, you know that someone is by themselves and you can go hunt their ass down, right? Now, when you're far away, obviously you won't hear the heartbeat as much. As you level this up, you get more move speed when you're around them. You deal more of their missing health and restore stamina, right? And you get amplified damage. Amplified damage is what makes Drifter absolutely a beast. It's why we don't have to build raw weapon damage, and whenever you get a bunch of kills, you definitely don't need to itemize into raw weapon damage. You can go entirely into fire rate, and it's fine. Also, there is a blood trail. So you'll see here, this character, you see there's like a smoky red mist. And that just shows you where it is. So the way you want to generally follow a blood trail is that you want to follow when it starts fading away. And I know it looks weird because he's pacing back and forth, and so it's kind of overriding itself. But generally, if you see a blood trail fade this direction, that means they ran in that direction. So the fading part would be on the tail end, if that makes sense. It should make sense if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, that's Bloodscent, absolutely crazy ability. And, yeah, you can see here, this little number above it, like, when I let go of my cursor here, it has 0. Well, when you get a hero kill, that's going to go up to, that's a percentage, so 3, 6, 9, etc. And, yeah, it's just permanent weapon damage whenever you get a kill, or an assist as of the patch of today, on patch day. I'm filming this on patch day. If you get an assist now, you still get the bonus, so that's really neat, even though I don't think the tooltip says that. But yeah, very cool. Now, Eternal Night forces them into isolation regardless if they're huddled up or not, so it's very easy to stack your permanent weapon damage. Eternal Night is your ultimate, and what this does is it makes the enemy blind. So, here's what it looks like from our perspective. We cast Eternal Night, and now we have these guys marked. You can see there is a circle of influence of how far that they can see. But like right now, if we're outside of this circle, they cannot see us. So to show you an example now, I'm going to slow down the game speed and cast it again. And then I'm going to take control and let the speed go to normal. So now I am blind. I cannot see, but if I go this way, I can eventually see the Drifter. There he is. Now he's gone again. So this ultimate is an S tier absolute dominating ultimate. It is wild. This ultimate is so disruptive in the game. Now, obviously, it's less effective in a Turnus rank. It still is, but here's how to make it even more effective, okay? You're going to open your console. You're going to type ilm_prefer_solo_only space true. This stands for matchmaking, prefers solo only queue. What this means is that most of the time in your matches, you have to push enter, by the way, you will only play against other solo players, and your own team as well. Sometimes you'll still get duos, trios, and even a 6-stack. It sucks when you do, and it'll be very obvious. But by doing this, most players, unless they're in a Turnus rank, or if you go to the options and you select the setting where you prefer, better communication, extra competitive mode. If you go to game, matchmaking, extra competitive mode, and this means more people will be likely to voice chat. So you want to turn this off, by the way. And what you'll end up getting is solo players that never mic up, they never type in the chat unless they're raging. So what this means is that whenever you darken everyone's freaking screens, no one is coordinating over voice to huddle up or stick together or to do the buddy system. And what this means is that when the enemy is blind, they can't shoot you, they can't fight you, they can't push objectives, they can't farm, they can't do anything. But derp around or run away. Most people just run away to safety near a tower. And this gives you easy ample time to slap him with a Stalker's Mark, teleport onto him, and chew him up. It is an insanely good ultimate. It is just ridiculous. If you have a teammate that's like getting hunted or they're gonna die, cast this and they'll just lose track of them. They just, I can't see them, and unless they're right on top of them, of course. But this thing is super, it's so damn good. This ability alone completely ruins lobbies at low ranks. If you want to rank up as fast as possible, Drifter is the main character that you should play to rank up to a Turnus. I am not joking. As a solo player, you pick Drifter, you win matches. Now, his ultimate, though, it does more. It gives you sprint speed. It gives you more sprint speed when you level it up, less cooldowns, and you get an extra target with extra duration. And remember, when you kill someone while they have this afflicted on them, you get permanent Bloodscent stacks, which is permanent weapon damage, because the enemy counts as being isolated. You don't have to wait for them to go solo a lane or anything. You just, here's a team fight, cast your ult, and then pick everyone off. And by the time people can see again, everyone's already dead or scattered or have run away. It is the most disruptive ult in the game. Like, you may be thinking, what about Dynamo? What about Dynamo's ult? Dynamo, in a solo category, you go and ult the enemy and your team runs away. As Drifter, the enemy team runs away. This is a forced runaway button for the enemy. It's so good. Now, obviously, in Eternus, everyone's coordinating, everyone's micing up. They're like, they know exactly how to handle Drifter when he ults. Everyone's considering, here comes the Drifter ult. Okay, I'm near the bounce pad. I'm near the bounce pad. And then they fight, right? I see Drifter. He's near the item shop. He's near the item shop. Everyone shoot at the item shop. Like, that's what's going to happen. But, remember, you open your console, F7. You type mm_prefer_solo_only space true. And there you go. Now, no one's coordinating in mics anymore. It's great. It's wonderful. with that said, let's get to the live gameplay commentary, and I do want to mention that the live gameplay commentary is filmed before the patch, and a lot of people are saying that the patch buffed Drifter. So you are looking at a pre-buffed Drifter. The only difference is in the live gameplay commentary, the Stalker's Mark used to give you 22% fire rate, which I think was pretty baller, but now it doesn't, and it's not super necessary. It's about a couple extra swipes per combo at most, so at most you're losing maybe 400 to 500 damage in an engagement, which may sound like a lot, but it's really not. But anyway, let's get to it. This is the live gameplay commentary for Drifter, and my lane partner is Viper. We're going Rend first. Our opponents are Mina and Viscous, so that's not a fun lane. What this means is we need to stay back and just farm passively, farm chill, get these kill steals as I call them, but you know, you might call them denies. We won't really do much harassment here unless these guys are really bad at the game, but this is a pretty nightmarish comp to fight against, and so I want to preserve as much HP as possible so that I don't get killed early and feed them like our Viper is already half HP. And yeah, I'm just gonna back. Look, she's about to die. She's dead. It's one of those games. That's okay. We can make up for it. But yeah, this group of enemies will rapidly delete your health, and so you have to play passively. And yeah, I know the team comp. The Viper probably didn't, but that's just how it is. Viper just walks up and just, hey, you know, I'm free farm. Come kill me. Oh, I didn't have ammo for that one. Alright, there we go. We got extended mag. That's going to give us some more bullets, about 4 more, which makes last hitting easier. It makes harassing the enemy easier, but we're not really going to be able to do that in this case, at least not that much. We're going to throw Stalker's Mark out every chance we get when it's off cooldown, just as a damage over time to put on the enemy. But we're going to be eating a lot of punishment from Viscous and Mina. Both of them are very strong harassers, especially early. Yep, here it comes. And I tried to momentum cancel there, but I didn't quite do it right because I was holding W when I got punched, so that sucks. Well, whatever. Alright, Stalker's Mark. Ooh, barely missed Mina there. But yeah, normally I would be dashing into them and using Rend as much as possible, but that's not going to happen in this lane. We're going to have to play this hyper safe. We got close quarters coming in. Let's get the crates. And what we're going to do is do the jungle here real quick, too. And there we go. That's not how I'm supposed to do that, but whatever. Viper's dead again. That's fine. Alright. Oh, yeah, they came to counter jungle, too. So I'm just going to reposition immediately, throw out a Stalker's Mark, not hitting. I didn't do any practice or any training, and I've been up for about 18 hours, pretty tired. So, yeah. Alright, let's, again, just try to get these denies, try not to get launched into them from the Viscous. This is probably a pre-made duo that's, like, got this team comp where they just absolutely destroy their lane opponents, get hyper-fed, and go roam the map and destroy everything. So, we're also getting stamina early. It's very important for Drifter to get stamina early because we need that stamina for our own harass, but mainly for retreat, because we're a little slow early on. There we go. We landed a Stalker's Mark on the Mina. And, yeah, she's just gonna... How did that hit over me? I was right next to it, right? How did that miss? Okay, that one... Come on, I missed 4 in a row. Now I'm feeling real bad here. Something's amiss. I must have, like, lag issues or something. Alright. Yeah, Viper is just getting chewed up there. That's fine, whatever, you know. Just, it's going to be one of those games where your lane partner feeds. And, yeah. Not getting a lot of the secures here, unfortunately. Ooh, bad Stalker's Mark on my part. Got that deny, though. We're about to get punched forward. Oh, maybe they're just going to feed on Viper, and they know that I'm a little more evasive. Ooh, big punish. Big, look at that. I just lost, like, 30% of my HP in a couple shots. Because I stepped forward to try to get a last hit. Oh, and if I got Puddle Punch too alongside that, it's literally over. This is, again, very difficult lane to fight in. Alright. Not hitting any of these. There we go. Well, hit that one. Got hair in my mouth somehow. I don't know how I got hair in my mouth. Weird. Must have fell out of my head. Alright, let's take care of that. And yeah, I got punched. Got punished for removing the hair out of my mouth in real life. That's fun. Viper... That's the funniest Viper kill I've seen in a long time. The Viscous just using Splatter Splash to kill her around the corner. Oh, man. That's too funny. Dude, my team's also... Oh, my team's dying. It's... But we're doing okay. We got our ultimate. Alright. Gotta go ahead and just get these killed. There we go. Oh, man. Alright. We got extra spirit at 800 here and 4 more souls. That would give us more harass. How does am I not hitting that? Come on, Drifter, hit your shots. Hit your damn shots. But yeah, let's go back and just get extra spirit. There's no reason to camp, you know, that deep into the lane with this dangerous. And you're like, so but you're being a pussy, dude. You're like, get in there and fight. You can't. This lane is like turbo melt your HP bar before you realize what's happening. It puts you out of position. You guys don't realize how dangerous a good Viscous can be, and Mina just drains health. Like, why is Viper using stamina to go? I don't know, man. I just don't know. Alright. There we go. We got those denies. That's what's more important. Look at my souls. I'm at 4.3k, and they're at 4k, and, well, now they're at 4.5k. Viper's died 4 times. 4 times. And I was still beating them at farm because I'm playing safe and I'm getting those secures. I'm getting those denies, okay? That's why I was ahead, and if he died 0 times, can you imagine how much further I would be ahead? I would have a whole 1 or 2 items ahead of them, and I would be able to start actually using that leverage to harass them and possibly kill them. But that's not happening. Oh, I got a burp. One of those acid reflux burps. Viper's jungling now, that's fine. Just let her jungle. Alright, we're getting punched in. We got that extra stamina to try to momentum cancel the punches, but look at that. I'm down half HP from a single punch and a love bite. I'm telling you, you gotta play it safe, and this lane is brutal, right? And because I'm a solo player, there is no swapping, there is no, oh, we gotta like change lanes or have a third person here to babysit and give someone a solo, like, okay, there we go. Let's just get the hell out. They're trying to really capitalize here. There's another love bite going off. Again, I'm still half HP, so we just have to play it real safe here. He's gonna go for a puddle punch. You see when the Viscous moves up, he's going for the puddle punch. We have to give him the tower. There's nothing we can do here. I could ult and go in, and like it's just not gonna happen, right? Because we will get punished and eaten alive. They have ult over us, by the way. Like if we look, why is like she's out of position? All right, yeah. You're just dead. You're just dead there. We're gonna reload. Wall bounce. All right, maybe I get the Viscous here. No, I don't. Because here comes Mina, she's gonna ult. There it is. I called you. Told you. Alright? There is nothing like... It's bait. Do not fall for it. Alright, I can get them low, make them back a bit. They're gonna heal off the minions. Alright, Viper's died 5 times now. And I need a jungle, but I'm so behind on farm. Like, I am at least 2k behind. Alright. I like to be around 7k at 8 minutes, but I haven't gotten any kills. They're both 3 and 0. Alright. We got rapid rounds. Doesn't do much. We really need Titanic Mag here, but I gotta give Viper the solo lane because she's the main bullet carry. Alright? I'm kind of like an I'm like a bullet assassin, really. That's how we play this. Alright. There we go. We're gonna splash these two now, and we don't have optimal jungle right now. You can see it's slow as hell. I don't even have the right ammo or anything. And, yeah, I'm taking severe damage from the medium creeps. But there is no other option right now. Unless I go gank yellow, which I could maybe do if I just ult in. Billy and... They're both low, but so are my teammates, right? So are my teammates. Alright. And, yeah. No plays were made. I did use my ult, so I can go back to jungling. And that way, you know, the team will be like, oh, here comes Mina rotating. Of course she is.
Thank you.
So they're everyone's dead. Everyone is now dead. Just leave. Yep. Paige might survive because Paige is quick and she's got shield. But it's not looking pretty. We can go get Titanic. So here's the thing. We have to just farm passively for like the next 20 minutes because of how the game is going. And that sucks. And we can't go roam gank like a true drifter would. But I don't cherry pick the videos. What you get is what you get. And it's better that I show you a bad game than a good game, so you know how drifter works, how drifter plays, and how to actually, you know, act as a drifter. Alright. So yeah. There we go. You gotta kill. Is that one not? Yeah, it's one hit from death. Slap that one too. Go ahead and kill this one. And you can see I'm very low HP. If I get counter jungled here, I'm totally dead. But they shouldn't be counter jungling this deep. Also, Viper's jungling when there is no one in blue lane. Whatever. It's fine. At least she's catching up now. She's catching up on. I'm just gonna go blue lane. And I'm not healed. Okay, never mind. I'll go back. All right. Well, I don't see what everyone's doing. Looks like green lane's doing okay. That's fun. Here comes Mina. Here she comes. All right. There we go. Try to splash both of these. And yeah, I know I'm not doing headshots here, but go ahead and take these guys out. And I can hide behind the car so I don't take as much bullets. I could also just, you know, like, line of sight them, but we're so close to the base it doesn't matter. But yeah, there is nothing I can do against the Mina there right now. She is just fed. Alright, so jungle. Just jungle. Ignore everything. Go jungle. See, she died under the walker. Alright. And even if I ult and go in and, you know, do everything I can. Paige coming in to just soak the lane. That's fine. Even though she's support. Or maybe she's not. I don't know what she's building. I don't know who Paige is or what she's playing. But I guess now I got blue lane, so I'll go solo for a bit. Haze taking over the green lane there, killing it. Alright, well, there you go, Viper. You get your solo lane back.
Your valor is rewarded.
Yep. I need to zip dash. I failed. Yep, that's fine. Alright, cool. We just now got Rend all the way... Is it called Rend? It's called Rend. All the way upgraded, so now we get some lifesteal, so we won't take as much damage now. Which is... This is where we should be at 10 minutes. We're about 2 minutes behind right now. It's not good. It's not pretty. But yeah, it's, we don't really have a choice. Alright, so I'm going to try to grab small jungle here. There we go, and take these guys out. Alright,
Billy dead.
Billy is, dude, they're like 5-0, 5-1, 5-0, 4-4. At least the Haze is dying. At least the Haze isn't the hyper carry right now, so that's fine. Yellow just has Paige, and she's getting bullied. We got Quicksilver Reload coming in. That's going to go on to Stalker's Mark. You may be thinking, why? That's your opener. Listen, it is... Look, the way it works is we do full combo, and then by the time Quicksilver Reload refreshes enough, then we can... I'm just going to go here and soak a bit. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Let's see if I can do a pick here. Not much I can really do, but I can... let's just go in. Just go in. Oh, yeah, she's Mina. She's gonna leave. Immediately leave. But hey, I got her to waste her evasion cooldowns, but there's 3 here. They're gonna take this. I can kind of soak the minion wave a bit, maybe, with Viper, because, you know, I need my damn items, okay? Alright. Well, I'm not gonna give, I'm not gonna let Mina feed love bites, so I'm just leaving. Alright, again, don't worry about it. We're not even supposed to team fight this early. We're supposed to go hunt solos in their jungle, but they have complete and utter map control, and we can start leveling up Stalker's Mark now, and by the time we get, you know, it leveled up, it'll be time to go hunt enemy players, preferably, maybe. But, okay, that jungle's done, but the one down here isn't.
Headed to York.
Alright. We need to go get that gun buff real quick, too, which I failed. Dude, I was doing something in real life. Anyway, I try not to show any kind of advanced movement tech in the video because it's supposed to be a beginner's guide, but whatever. Alright. There we go. Go ahead and take these out. Alright. And then real quick silver reload. Yep. Oh, I didn't finish it? Okay, whatever. Go ahead and take care of this little guy here in the corner, and then, yeah, there we go. Green lane is open for us. We need to go absorb that farm. We got kinetic Kinetic Dash coming up. I believe that's the name of the item. Alright. Kinetic Dash, yeah. And that's a big game changer. That's like early harass.
Let's push York.
It's good for jungle. It's just good all around. I'm sorry, I have a lot of heartburn and acid reflux going on right now, so my commentary is going to reflect that. Got our second upgrade now on Hunter's Mark, Stalker's Mark, whatever. It's not World of Warcraft. Take out the jungle here. And pushing their jungle would be risk because there's a lot. Oh, there's a Viscous, yeah. So we're not going to push that. We don't have stamina yet, so we're going to just go back. I do have gun buff. I could refresh it though. But I'm not. There's no point. It's too risk. I don't want to be losing farm this early. I just need to farm up. I'm at 11k. I'm so behind. I'm like 4k behind, man. Because I haven't gotten a solo. Well, I kind of have a solo lane right now because Viscous pushed green, so I can go back to that. Absorb that, go yellow once it pushes. So we'll do that. We don't need to use the zip boost. There's not much going on. The team fights. Look, I'm on a Smurf account, okay? But whenever you get to higher ranks, people aren't constantly team fighting and dying. They farm the map, they jungle, they play it safe, they engage, and then they break out. Okay, I'm getting punched here. That's fine. He's gonna full on commit. See, look. But we have the stamina. We're fine. Maybe we're fine. Well, he should be out of punches by now. He should be out, but that's okay. We were gonna leave anyway. We were gonna leave the lane anyway, so just let him dump his load. Alright, and then we're just gonna go jungle a bit. Venator's rotating now, so he's gonna get that. So, like, we're working towards Ricochet. And I know people are like, why early Ricochet? It's the fastest way to jungle. It's the fastest way to clear lane creeps. But also, Drifter is highly dependent on having just fire rate. And Ricochet has fire rate. But also, Ricochet lets us... It wastes... Not waste, but it saves so much time on jungle clears that... It's invaluable. It will pay dividends getting it earlier rather than later. It also helps us kill players faster. It is absolutely necessary, so we aren't going to skip that. And we can get it fairly quickly. I normally like to get this preferably at 15 to 16 minutes. Alright, but we're at 17, so yeah, like I said, we're like 4 minutes behind on farm right now. And that's just going to keep happening until we get farmed up and make some plays. As long as our team stops feeding, we should be okay, but like, yeah. Right now the enemy doesn't have too much of a lead, and there is a little bit of a fight going on over there, so I can maybe dive in because there's a low Billy. Oh, no, never mind, nope, leave. It just turned immediately, right? Just, yeah. They need to stop team fighting. They just keep, oh, even, I thought Dynamo would have got away from that, but no, and... It's fine. Just go jungle. Just farm. Keep your head down in the dirt and farm. I'm telling you, because of how the early game went, we do not get to snowball this round. Okay, we don't get to snowball this game. Although most of the time, as Drifter, you do. We just weren't on the right side of history this time. Okay, so again, we're just gonna farm, and you'll see. You'll see. All right. At the end of the, towards the end, we're just going to be walking all over them and deleting them constantly. We just hold left click and they get erased. Literally deleted from the game, okay? But we're gonna push the tower here because they're all occupied in middle. Alright, and it's just good money. Look, it's so low. Okay, just take it out. Boom, there we go. Money. We like money. We're going to take their jungle, preferably. Let's see. I hear someone walking. Or I thought I heard footsteps. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what I'm hearing. I have been up almost 2 days. Like at least I don't know. I've been up for a long time. Alright. Well, maybe it was Viscous I heard it, because he's puddle punching Viper now. Alright, cool. Alright, there is some jungle in green. It looks like Venator's doing a jungle over there. Viper just needs to learn to disengage or leave a fight. It's a haze. Let's try to get those denies real quick. Haze is 16k. I'm 15k, right? I can't stop her from ulting, and if she plays it right, I can't get away in time. So yeah, she's 5 and 5. Do note I'm 0. I'm just full-blown 0 across the board. No assists, no deaths, no kills. Alright.
Destroyed.
She's probably invisible, waiting. I don't know why she isn't getting bullet buff. It's kind of weird. But we're just gonna work towards, it's 19 minutes, you know, we're getting, not refresher. We're getting ricochet. Alright. Let's see. Go ahead and swipe that. There we go. Yeah, she is pushing green. That's fine. We can get some crates and get ricochet. And if we die, we lose 400 souls, but I don't think we die. We're very close. Like, if she wants to push that, good. Give me the free denies. I will. Oh. That was all headshots. That's sus as hell. That was all headshots. I'm gonna scare her away here, maybe? Just make her go away. Just cast ult, make her go away. You maybe think, well, that's stupid. No, it's not. It's not that stupid. I'm just gonna push the creep wave here a bit. And we'll be right back. We have zip boost. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and boost because she's gonna camp that lane. And because she wants the solo farm, I want the solo farm too, right? Next up is we're working towards our brawl item, which is vampiric, and once we get that, we can maybe, you know, just attack her ass, right? You kind of, you're endangered, lady. Yeah, you're dead. I didn't think she would just face tank me like that. I thought she'd sleep dagger, ult. She had so many options to just delete me or fight me, and she chose to not realize I was dumping damage into her head. I'll have you next time I don't effing lag out. Oh, so she lagged apparently. Okay, well, cool. Hey, we got, you know, luck is on our side, right? Even though we had a terrible early game, we got that lucky pick. She's 5 and 6, by the way, so it keeps happening, right? I think she's just like, I'm lagging, and when she's really not. Ooh, everyone's missing in action, but Mina's dead. So let's leave. Let's just get the heck out of here. Alright. We need to be working on jungle. There's mobility that's over here. I hear someone punching. It's not our team. Oh, it's, they're in their jungle. It was an Ivy. Ivy's jungling. Really? Like, dude, if you're gonna play Ivy, you should play support Ivy. Right. And now with Ricochet, you can see jungle is just a cakewalk. Everything melts, everything dies. It's all easy breezy. We gotta watch out for Haze. She's probably invisible. She's probably gonna really try hard to kill us now. We can go ahead and just push the lane here a bit. And again, even though we can go back, and well, we don't have any item slots actually. All right, I'm not gonna steal jungle from my own team. Let's see if we can get any picks.
Soldier is here.
All right, we're gonna start leveling up Bloodscent now. Ooh. Let's see how he plays this. All right, well, we're gonna play this stupidly.
Lights out.
We're gonna use this chance to reload. Okay, well, I need to hit the Bloodscent.
They're marked.
Oh, did I get him? I did not get him. Oh, shit. There comes Billy. I have so much movement from the stamina shrine buff, so I'm fine. They ain't catching this. That's why I kind of went in there a bit. But had I had better aim and landed a second hunter's mark, he would have died, right? He's at 20k souls. I'm at 22k, so his early lead is gone because he's just running around the map trying to get, like, flip farms, I guess, of kills. We just got an item unlock because they just lost one of their walkers, which is just in time to get Vampiric Burst. And if we had a Vampiric Burst in that fight, he would be super dead. So now we know we tested his resolve. We can just push yellow if he's alone. And I believe, yeah, he might have an Ivy. Maybe. It's hard to tell. We can jump in there. Let's just get in there. He wasted all of that stamina for what? Alright, we Quicksilver reloaded. We're gonna do a dash jump. We're gonna go ahead and melee him. Oh, there's Ivy. Yep, that's fine. Okay, now it's a problem. Now it's a party. What is the Ivy's build? I have not inspected Ivy yet. Alright, so we're gonna have to fight. I have Vampire. Oh, I'm getting stunned. I'm getting double stunned. Alright, well. This is what I get for not farming. Also, the Ivy is... It's alright. Headhunter. Mystic Slow. Yeah, okay. I'm not really sure what all... This is just kind of a bunch of random... Like, a little bit of heals, a little bit of support, yeah, so... Had Ivy not show... I swear Ivy was, like, over here, but... Well, I didn't confirm it, so that's my bad. That's our first death. I really should have just went and farmed. But our next item is Surge of Power. That lets us chase. Because earlier you saw that the Viscous was getting a lot of distance on us with all of his dodges. And with Surge of Power, we don't lose move speed when we're attacking. And so that lets us just run everyone down. And that's why we're getting it next. Alright, so farm time. We gotta farm. Yeah, we gotta... I mean, Surge of Power is very cheap, so it's really easy to get. Also, someone didn't finish this jungle off, so we're just gonna finish it off for them. Alright. Also, I probably could have just maybe ulted and messed up that whole team fight. There's a team fight going on in middle, but there's a lot of farm over in green. I'm gonna quick silver reload so I can get this done. And yes, the farm is more important than the team fight right now. Because Surge of Power... There's someone here. You see that soul? You see the souls? Someone is nearby. That is a Kelvin. Alright, well, I'm not afraid of Kelvin at all. Hey, look. I can smell his Bloodscent on his little ice thingy. Is this bait? I missed. We disengage. We don't chase anymore after that. Alright. Reloading, unfortunate. Let's, oh, they got earned. Boy, oh boy. Where are they at? 25 to 34. They got 9 kills on us. But their souls, they're not that far ahead. It's not the biggest deal. We just need to keep farming. We got Surge of Power. That is, again, Stalker's Mark. Because when we engage, we will be right next to him. We also got Enduring Speed. Hey, look, more speed. You may be thinking, why didn't you get that earlier? Because it slows down our farm. We have to farm as fast and as often as possible. Viper's got 3 kills now, so she's coming up in the world, alright? She's doing things. You may be wondering, why don't we use our 1 ability? Because it's a DPS loss. There is no reason to cast our 1 spell anymore, really, unless you're, like, preemptively casting it right as Viscous gets out of a cube, and that's about it. And even then, it's still not really worth doing, right? There we go. We're just using Quicksilver reloads. How did you not get reflected? And then you could also cast your 1 while you're in a reload, but like in a real fight, we shouldn't be reloading. We should just 100 to 0 everything we fight. Alright, so we're working towards Fortitude. You may be thinking, why the hell are you getting Fortitude if you're going to get Glass Cannon? And the answer is the move speed. But early on, the HP health, it's really the regeneration between camps. It's the big deal. Alright, so I can't fight the Ivy Billy. That's a pretty nightmare scenario right now. But I can kill the mobs that are going to push along with them, but they're not going to stay. It would be silly for them to push like this far deep. There's not like a big objective for them to get. So this is right now just a solo lane that I can just clear real quick with some jungles nearby that I can roam to. And oh, Grenadier's getting to the left jungle. So they're all palling around right now in the green lane, and we're not gonna get that. There's just no reason to bother. What I need to do is just farm up. We're gonna do Sinner Sacrifice. And yeah, no need to protect the objective. It's fine. Right? We're okay. Just need to continue jungling at a rapid rate and farm up. Our farm is at 29k, and we really need to be more farmed up, right? We're starting to catch up, but again, I told you, it's going to be like a 30-minute farm game until we go murder everybody. Alright. There we go. Taking them out. So yeah, I have their whole jungle right now to myself. And if one, like, I should be able to smell a solo player. They're not going to all rotate to do jungle. That's the thing. If I catch a solo out, I've got my brawl kit. And the only downside is if someone's hyper-fed and they catch me in their jungle, then yeah, I do die and give them a bunch of souls. But that shouldn't be the case. If I 1v1 anyone on the team, maybe a really fed Haze can kind of delete me, but I should be able to kill her. Or at least blind her and leave. It really depends. Now, if they're rotating through jungle to get home and not the side lanes, that would be a problem. That is a new meta that is starting to emerge in Eternus right now. But I don't think they're doing that, so it's whatever. Yeah, like, people are like, never take the rails in Eternus. It's like, always take jungle, you'll catch somebody. So you'll catch someone with their pants down. Oh, man. I hear a Viscous. He is at 34k. So he's got more fed since we last fought. And I don't need to push him right now, because I can just do something else with my time right now. I can keep line of sight where he would approach. and go ahead and take this out. I know there's Ivy. No, that's Billy rotating that way. We can just finish that off like so. There we go. Everyone's got their lanes. I know there's a fight in blue right now. Fine. I'm gonna go ahead and quick silver reload so we can get this thing killed a little bit faster. Alright, awesome. Let's go get Fortitude. Right now, Kelvin ulted. There's an Ivy solo. She'll fly away as soon as I engage that, but it is the most money because, oh, we got Burst Fire. That's even more chase. So our chase kit is mostly done, and we're working towards the Glass Cannon next, which is huge damage, especially when we start racking up kills. Oh, you didn't leave? You didn't leave, Ivy? Yeah, you're leaving now, aren't you? I don't think I kill this. Unless I hit another one? No, dude. I told you she's gonna fly away. I called it. I pre-called it. But that's fine. She wasted ult getting away. We have the entire lane now to push and farm. And yeah, she flew mid to assist in the fight there. But anyway, even if we don't kill her, this farm is still worth it. All the jungle that's over here on this side of the map, we can go ahead and claim. And again, we just got to farm. We're at 34k. We have the most money on the team. We don't have the most money on the map, but we're very close. And we just have to keep going. And as Drifter, we can start, you know, getting fast. I told you that Ricochet pays dividends when you get it early and you're seeing the fruits of the labor. All right. So there we go.
Headed to blue.
Get the souls. We can do the big camp. Since a lot of people are starting to be missing in action. This is risky to do big camp right now, so we're not gonna do big camp. We're just gonna rotate back towards base. Okay, there's Hayes. We have to fight this, maybe. Let's see how she plays it. I need to land my 2 on her. Oh, she's not gonna chase. Okay. Someone is talking crap in chat. Drifter will help us fight. Your 1-1 stop. No, I'm gonna farm until I have more souls in them, and then I'm gonna walk all over them. So I'm gonna do that instead. How about that, Viper? Okay, now they got Rejuvenator. Alright, yeah, I'm using a lot of stamina right now. It's fine, don't worry about it. They're all gonna go mid and die. Watch, here it goes. They're all gonna go mid. They got they got Viscous, but hey, Rejuvenator, so he's back. He's gonna start rolling all over them. They're gonna all die, and they're all gonna get mad at me in the chat for not being there. Also, there's an Ivy delivering urn, so we can maybe do something about that. Oh, it's not an Ivy, it's Haze. And we're just going to shoot her. We're just going to dump all the damage into her. And I forgot to teleport to her. Okay, that's her rejuve. We leave, because she's going to come back and kill us. So we knocked out 2 rejuves. We did our duty. And, yeah, we're going to start leveling our ult. So I did get a kill there, but they had Rejuvenator, so it's whatever. Working towards Glass Cannon. Glass Cannon's going to lower our HP down, but that's fine. We have so much lifesteal that it will not matter. But we will be able to absolutely dumpster out a ton of damage. Now, they might rotate and try to gank me here, and that would be okay. Because it will distract them from pushing through middle there. If I jungle, they can hear that. But I got Glass Cannon, so we can go back in. Let's see if they try to knock me off the rails. I will jump if I can see anyone, and yeah, a couple bullets. Here we go, Glass Cannon time. I don't have ult for 50 seconds, though. But they're going to jump on the green side here, so we're going to rotate up on the rails and just try to ricochet a bunch of damage. So there we go, right? There's Mina. And look at the damage that we're doing to Mina. Let her teleport away. Now we kill her. And there's Rejuve, right? I have... Still hide. She might... Oh, they're chasing. Look, Hayes is chasing. We're going to line of sight a little bit. Kind of loop around here. They're all chasing. They're like, get the drifter. Alright, just chill. Just chill. We're going to ult so I can smell some people. We got Ivy. There she is. She's going to ult, maybe? No, she's not. Anyway, we're just going to pop Vampiric here and just get stunned. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, she's dead now. Alright. Again, we're playing this very safe. We got Kelvin. Let's go hunt his ass, right? Kelvin, boost that shit. Oh, I don't have boost right now. Is he? Yeah, he's leaving. Maybe he stays. He did not stay. Yeah, he skated away. Again, the hunt is on now. All right, we're getting our next upgrade, which is going to be Spiritual Overflow, and we're gonna get that real fast because it's late game now. We're 30 minutes in. I told you, we farm 30 minutes, we kill everybody. That's how you play Drifter. If you have a bad early game. If you don't, then you just absolutely delete everybody. Look how much damage we're going to chunk these little little gremlin things down, or whatever they're called, right? There we go. Alright. Ooh, we got a fight over here. Ah, oh, man, I don't think I helped. Yeah, he's just full dead. That would be suicide if I go. So I'm not going to do that. We're just going to leave that for now, and, well, we can clear a little jungle on the way here. Look how fast we do these guys now. Oh, man. Haze mid, we got, I'm at 41k. I can fight the, Viscous over in green. Mostly, yeah. I really want to have a more of an advantage with ultimate and stuff. I got ult in 10 seconds. He's not going to push this. He won't push this, so I'll just get the farm. There we go. When we get Spiritual Overflow, it's going to be even more dangerous for them. Alright. So, yeah, they're all kind of in mid at the moment. We're just going to, you know, keep pushing the lane here a bit. Get some more farm. We're very close to Spiritual Overflow. No jungle there. Mina missing, let's see, Haze. Oh, dude, Viscous he was over here. He's chilling. He'll come back. We're about to get our next power item. We can actually just sell and get it, so we're just gonna do that. I don't need the mid buff. It's magic, which it helps for ultimate, but that's it. Also, I can start dispersing team fights. I can just blind everyone and walk away. Yellow's got some farm. We're gonna go jump over there. I'm at 44k, by the way. Just want to point that out, that I have way more than everyone else. Paige coming. We can share it with her. That's fine. Wow, look at all those misses. All right, cool. Yeah, 7.6k now. We need to spin that. Viscous in green lane. Venator can maybe hold that. Spiritual Flow, we're getting rid of it. There we go. Mercurial is next. It's not a big upgrade. Mercurial is whatevs. But we're going to go for the solo, because that's what we do. And you're dead. And let's kill Mina. Mina has to escape. And there we go. One more. I'm just going to zip dash to that. And now you're dead. And free souls there. We're going to ult. Start whistling. I don't have vampirism. Let's get in there. Oh, she's ulting. She's dead. Billy meleeing. Okay, we gotta back a bit. We're gonna teleport, and I had vampirism at the last second. He's gonna bleed. And ooh, that's a fat. That was a fat bit. No, go get it, Venator. That's money. I get that they're mostly dead, and it's like it's two supports that are alive. I don't know. Is Kelvin support? Kelvin is, yeah. He's like debuff Kelvin. There's so much money over there. Oh, and why? Just go punch it. It's worth. Dude, I'm up in I don't know. I'm up in 40 seconds. Anyway, I'm 4-2 right now, which is funny. Who's their big killer on their team? It's Billy. It's also Mina. Billy, Mina. The Viscous fell off. Stump Chuggins. Okay. Oh, he went punch build, but he's not doing it right. He's kind of doing it lazily with hollow point. I don't know, dude. There's a dynamo. Look, there's a dynamo just walking past that money. The enemy's gonna come back and pick it up. I'm gonna boost to that. Okay, is Paige getting it? Is anyone getting it? Is Dynamo, are you getting it? Bro, what the fuck? This is so frustrating. What the hell, guys? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Boom. That was like 2,000. What the hell? We maxed out our ultimate, though. What even is this game? Alright. So now we're working on Armor Piercer. This is big, right? And we really need a farm for that. So we're just going to go green and get it real quick, because there's a clump of mobs there. And then when we have Armor Piercer, it doesn't matter how much defense the enemy has anymore. They're just dead. Oh, and it's really good for jungle, too. Not that you need it this late for jungle. Because jungle creeps have a lot of resistance for some reason. Alright, alright. Let's just chew these up and we go by. I mean, we could buy it right now. I know there's a team fight. Who cares? Don't worry about the damn team fight. Let's chew these guys apart. There we go. They're dead. Oh, get that big power item. People will melt. The only way that we die now is if we just run headfirst into the enemy team fight and they're not blind and they just kill us. So we're getting rid of Swift Striker, which sucks. I know, because we like that attack speed, but Armor Piercing is so much better. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Are they all dead? I don't know, they might all be dead. Hey, remember when I said going head first? Kill Viscus? Are you punching me, Viscus? Are you Billy? We're gonna teleport behind Billy when he melees, and he's gonna warp away. And we chase. Maybe we chase. Again, I don't have to fight at close range. I want to get the Ivy. I want to get the Kelvin. Look at the damage. We're gonna reload here. 10 seconds. I've got Vampiric, but I can't chase that. If he rails, I stun him. Maybe if I'm in range. So what is that gonna do? What's that gonna do, bro? Just gotta land my Stalker mark. Whoa, you're dead, bro. You're dead. Oh yeah. Last cannon +1. Hey, look, I'm in your jungle. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna get lucky shot now. Look how fast these things melt. Oh, there's still a haze around.
Headed to Broadway.
In 3 seconds, we can ult and blind her ass, but that doesn't mean, like, if she's already on top of us, it doesn't matter. Now, I could just... Oh, I see a haze on the map. Yes. This is what it's like to drift, brothers. This is what it's like to drift. Alright. There we go. Cool. Now, we're gonna get rid of... We can get rid of Kinetic Dash for Lucky Shot. So, let's go ahead and see you later, Kinetic Dash. Yeah, baby, let the good times roll. Woo! But Colossus is next. We get rid of Fortitude for that, okay? Look how fast we move. We do so much damage. We can start farming permabuffs if we want. Delay the game infinitely. I don't care if I lose. I just want to have fun, right? Okay, it's time to have fun. We put 30 minutes of work in, time to cash in. Oh, is there a Mina? Is there a Mina shooting me? Dude, this is bait, isn't it? Let's just leave. No, let's hunt her ass down. Everyone's blind. You're dead, Ivy. You're stone form. Hurry up. Push your button. Hello, Mina. Oh, I'm coming, Mina. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Fly away for me. Oh, no. Can I get you? Yo, Mina, let me get that number. Nice. I was line of sighting that, so did it all. Kelvin, you're next.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm hungry. Billy? Okay. Never mind. I missed my hunter's mark. Kelvin, though. Anyway, yeah, they're just dead now. So. We have ults in 17 seconds, so we can smell more farts and go... Just go eat people. It's what we do. Oh, by the way, we have what's it called? We have pretty much full build if we want now.
We delivered the urn.
We delivered the urn, baby. Okay, I don't want to fight Billy without Colossus, because I need to get a little beefier. I need a little bit more beef on my bones. So goodbye, Fortitude. Hello, Colossus. Also, we got Juggernaut, so we can't be slowed now. Woo, yeah. All right, let's smell some farts. Let's go. We got Billy. Billy's blind. He's running. Oh, did he rails? Oh, I should have accounted for that. Oh well, it's fine. He railed. He's like, oh shit. Oh, he's gonna eat me. Alright, well, we don't have ult now for about 70 seconds, but we can go farm a refresher, buy it, use it, sell it, rebuy whatever we sold. We can totally do that. I don't really need to farm anymore, so I just want to get the golden jars and get those buffs. Victor's playing with Haze. Dude, everyone's like up right now. Go with the team. No, I think I want to fight Billy, and I want my ult though for it, so I need to hide in the shroud. Oh, hello. Hello, Billy. Woo! Billy time. Let's go. Oh no. By the way, I still have Surge of Power, I'm pretty sure. So you're just full dead. She flew with her ult. Can I land a really far away? Are you returning to fight me? Yes, she is. And I keep not hitting my hunter's mark thing. We're just gonna backdoor the team fight now. I don't have vampirism for a few seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Let's go. Let's go in. Look how fast we move. Oh man. Just kill them all. Just kill them all. Kill them all. Oh yeah. Clip farm. Colossus. Look at that. That's a triple? Double? Oh man. It's not over yet. Smelling the farts. Hello, Ivy. Teleport to Ivy, get that attack speed boost, and do the shroud. That's 4. There's Mina. There she is. Oh,
Stalker's
I can just run her down. 14 seconds for ult. Just do the tower now. This is Drifter, everybody. This is mathematically perfect Drifter. It doesn't matter if your lane partner feeds. 3 seconds, we smell Mina's farts. And then we go in, and we just run her down. Look, she's running. Oh, I'm blind. Oh, no, I can't see. Help me.
coming for you.
I just go in there and kill her. Fuck you, Mina. What are you gonna do about it? You're dead. I don't care that you're in your base. I don't care that you're in your base. Oh, man. Please share this video. I never ask that for my... ever. Because I usually don't care, right? I just kind of like... You know, I make the guides for myself, but... Dude, this build slaps so hard, and I've never seen another Drifter run this anywhere. Not in Eternus. Okay, I have an account that's in Eternus. Did you just hard jungle? Yes, I did. See, Mina's like, what the hell? We beat his ass, and she doesn't know what's happening right now. What's happening is I don't want to end the game now. I just want to run around and farm them for hours. Dude was on the grind. Oh, man. They just don't understand. They just don't get it. Alright, we got ult in 9 seconds. We go smell more farts. We sling our red bloody mess. Alright, let's go. Let's go. They're blind to get... Ooh, yeah, let's get them. Ooh. Sneaking around. No, we punch that cube out of here. Get out of here. Kill him. Revenge time. Alright, I'm cursed. Oh, I'm cursed. My one weakness. Teleport in and kill literally everybody. It's over. Let's just kill it. Alright, 85k, 15 and 2.
I'll be the first one to admit I was wrong.
Viper.
I told you! I'm Drifter, baby!
Yeah, good game, man.
Alright. Again, I made you a promise at the start.
No price.
What? No! No! Stop it, game. Stupid. I didn't even get key player. This... Let's look at the scoreboard. Look, I get it. Dude, Venator out DPS because I farmed the whole game. Okay, whatever. You know, that's fine. Just let him have it. It doesn't matter. In 10 years, you're not going to be like, I remember that game where I was Drifter and I didn't get MVP. I didn't even get key player. Thank you, game. Thank you so much, game. Anyway, that's how to play Drifter. That's the Drifter build. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this Drifter gameplay. Yeah, okay, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, alright? This is the outro. Thank you so much for watching. I have no friends, no life, no family, no obligations. So all I do with my life is I play video games and I do YouTube. Which means I read every single one of your comments. Which means if you have any questions about the build, Drifter, the game, anything related to this video, and it hasn't already been answered in the video, I will read your comment and I will answer your question. Finally, what I need you to do is click the video on the right side of your screen. If you don't, then your milk in your fridge, assuming you have any, is going to go bad 3 days earlier than what the date says on it. And you'll have to throw it out, and you can't cook that day with whatever you're going to make with milk.